Why must this one come while I'm busy recording myself? Hey! Hey. This video will basically serve as a story time for my graduation, and I'm also doing it so that Madeline can stop. Madeline is my account manager. She also happens to be my best friend, so she is like, girl, when are you posting again? Can we please get this YouTube channel going? She has been, let me not get into that, I'm gonna cry, but yeah, thank you for everything that you are, thank you for everything that you have been, thank you for everything that you continue being, and for everything that you just are. Yeah, so let's get right into this video. Finally, guys, finally. So I have basically wanted an iPhone for the longest time, for as long as I can possibly remember. Especially when I started creating content, it would just have been ideal for the quality, obviously, to have an iPhone. So the days leading up to my graduation, a very close relative of mine ghosted me, and then I just decided, wow, I have lost so much money in the name of helping people, and people just disappoint me every time there's money involved. It's like relationships must just end, or things just go really bad. So I was just like, if I can keep spending so much money on other people, why don't I just take the money and buy myself a phone, do something that I've always wanted to do. The problem with the iPhone had always been, it didn't make sense to me that a phone could cost so much money. So for me, it was never really the battle of not having the money. The money was not the problem. And it's quite contradicting to say the money was not the problem. But it didn't make sense to me that a phone, something as simple as a phone, could cost me more than $10,000. It just didn't make sense in my little head. So I had to get over that little hurdle, that mental hurdle, I want to call it. So some people would argue and say that taking it on account would make me feel less guilty, as I will be paying small installments, but the idea of taking on avoidable debt gives me anxiety. I sat myself down and I was like, listen, you keep giving people money and this money does not come back. You keep helping people just to be disappointed. I mean, you've worked for so long. You've worked for 10 plus years and you barely spoil yourself. Like, you're all about the serious things. So when do you just splurge? So I was like, girl, let's do this. Into MTC. Long story short, I swiped for my phone and guess what? My card declined, not once, but twice, because this girl forgot to increase her limit. Long story short, card eventually played along, MTC took my 13K, and I walked out with my dream phone. Talk about extreme self-care. Now I have an iPhone that I'm pretty happy about. I don't think I would have done it if the person had not ghosted me. I don't think I would have bought a phone now, because it really just doesn't make sense to me that a phone could cost so much money. And there's just certain adult serious things that I still needed to take care of. So I was just like, you haven't done ABCD, so how do you just decide to buy yourself a phone that costs more than $10,000? Like, others may even say, why not lay by or just save up? Well, like I said previously, the problem was never lack of money. It was just the idea of spending that much on a phone, no matter what the payment plan was. I mean, iPhones are just expensive, guys. It's nice. Now that I have it, I really like it. It's nice. But if it's something that you can live without, then please do it. Live without it. It's fine. You won't die. You really won't die. But yeah, it was a blessing in disguise, I want to say, that this relative of mine decided to ghost me with so much money that I would have actually put to use towards the stuff that I needed for the graduation. But all in all, it took a whole mental shift to be able to do that.
I generally struggled with boundaries, but being ghosted with 4K by my own blood relative was just the last straw. I needed to reevaluate my part in this horrible game.
My makeup fortunately was paid for by one of my sisters. Thank you, CP. But I still had things like I still had to take care of my shoes, the regalia, what is it that you call it? I still needed to go pay for that. I needed to travel to Windhoek. I mean, I had to go, I don't want to say host, but we had a little get together as a family just to celebrate, you know. Because funny enough, I am actually, let me say, the first person in my family that graduated from a big university. I don't mean the small certificates and whatnot, but like a real more long-term qualification. Yeah, that has done a long course. Let me say that. Higher English is a foreign language. But yeah, so I am at the moment, I guess, the most qualified person in my family. I have a few cousins that are right behind me. One will be graduating this year, I believe, Melissa, and next year, if I'm not mistaken, there should be 2 more following. And Gadisha, yes, Gadisha is also almost done with her nursing. So I feel like, because they're all younger than me, so I feel like I'm the OC, and the younger ones are gonna follow in my footsteps. So it's gonna be black gown after black gown after black gown for years, and I'm quite excited to see what they make of their lives. Yeah.
Enough about my iPhone and how my generation is making my elders so proud. Let me show you how my graduation day actually went.
I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
Who it is? Oh my God. I feel so beautiful. I know I'm beautiful, but this is like really enhancement, hey? I cannot get over my beauty. It is insane. So the pressure is just there. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Miss Madeline Ilonga, proud owner of an iPhone. Janasali Rassi.
Marilyn Ubate Ilonga cum laude. Ubate. Oh, Ubate. Sorry, Ubate. Yeah.
So a lot of people get this wrong, where they remove certain symbols from names. When you remove a click from a Damara name, you completely change the meaning of that name. My middle name is Ubate with a just. When you remove the /, it completely loses its meaning. So my name is Ubate and not Ubate. But removing the click, you're completely calling me something or giving me a completely different name. People do this because they're not well informed, they're not aware. So it's up to us, the Ngukwen, to educate others, to educate people about the significance of using our clicks. When there are clicks, please use our clicks. There's a reason why they're there. It's our identity. So so the next time you are busy typing something or retyping it from one source to another, please don't omit those are our 4 clicks. So please, thank you. Just some background. Ubate would mean something in the lines of take this for me, whereas Ubate means forgive me. So these are 2 completely different things. So it just makes sense that people write my name correctly and pronounce it correctly. And I think the Nga is not as difficult as some of our other clicks. So there shouldn't be any excuse for somebody not to be able to use it. Ubate, or say it. And especially I told the gentleman to say Ubate, Nga. And he went on and he said Ubate, so I just had to correct that. But Neville Person overall was a good sport. We had a really, really fun time with him. He is definitely a comedian of note, and he handled the little oopsie.
I'm from Katutura. I have my own theory. Who wrote the national anthem? Okay? Please, come on. If you hear the national anthem, you can hear that anthem was written by a Damara. You can hear that there's Damara in there. You just hear the national anthem. There's Damara. Namibia, it's in there. There's a Damara in there somewhere. It's in there. It's impossible that a Vambo could have written the national anthem. Yes! Because Vambos, you sing too long. Have you ever been to a Oshiwambo church, Evangeli? How long Oshiwambo people sing? Thank you very much.
At this point, me and sister girl next to me were done with this graduation.
I would highly recommend that you go to graduation. Highly, 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 highly recommend. I didn't believe it when my sis Beatrice told me, but after experiencing it myself, I was like, wow, that girl did not lie. It was really, really amazing. And then what's the other thing that I wanted to add? No. Oh, you're giving other customers preferential treatment.
I'm coming like this.
I'm waiting for you.
Okay, let me finish with you.
Let me
take you to get.
Guys, why does nobody talk about that long walk to freedom that you have to take the country club? As fair. Yo, ons het gestap to find a cab to like leave the premises again. It was really walked a fairly long distance before somebody else that was also attending the graduation basically saw us and gave us a lift to a nearby mall. And after we caught another cab. Why must this one come while I'm busy recording myself? Anyway, my boyfriend just got here. So yeah, you wanna be in my YouTube video? Hey. Why? Ik praat niet alleen, Nico. Way. Are you hungry? Okay. So get home, freshen up, and then go to B1 to go catch a bus back to Wolfish Bay. But then my person was just like, no, baby girl, just give me a few minutes so I can knock off. And this is already like late in the afternoon. Give me a few minutes so I can knock off. I'll come get you. Guys, this man drove from Wolfish Bay around 6 to come and get me in Windhoek. And mind you, my mom didn't know. So I had to spin my mom a story about this friend of mine that is coming to come get us. But she's an adult, so she knew.
The 3 hours went by pretty fast. We talked, laughed, and cooled off with some adult beverages because Windhoek is hot like a heater. Hot.
What else? And he had a nice surprise planned for me when we got back from Windhoek. We arrived around midnight, so he brought me flowers and Baltang is just my thing, guys. And then this is my beautiful necklace that he got me as a gift, and then also got a plant. And what was the other thing? Yeah, I can't think of it now. But yeah, and balloons. I also had congratulatory balloons. I forgot to capture that. But yeah, all in all, it was a nice experience. The whole graduation, I would, anybody that is on the verge of graduating and they just feel like it's too much money and it's unnecessary, whatever, trust me, it's an experience of a lifetime. So yeah, here are some of my favorite shots that you guys have most probably also seen. I used pictures from my graduation for the channel as well.
It's not the iPhone failing me with the next clips, but hey, we keep it real over here, half face and all. Shout out to my photographer though.
Really great job. He was fun. He was full of energy. I'm not much of a poser, so he basically directed me to this, stand here, try this, try that. So it was really fun. He made the whole experience fun. Now abuse these pictures because they're the only really cute pictures that I have, where I really look like a snag. I tried today to sort of not what's the word, not redo the look, but just to make myself look a little cute, because it wouldn't make sense to be talking about my graduation where I looked so fly and then this recording does not do the part. Yeah. And as you guys saw, we ended up keeping the wig. I rented the wig from my hairdresser, but we liked it so much that we decided on buying it. Do I regret pursuing this qualification? Oh yes, sometimes. Chances are very high that I will never practice this profession ever. Well, am I actively searching for a teaching job? Not at the moment. I'm actually pretty happy in my current corporate job. And it's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. Till the next one.